I'm Rial. I've kind of been responsible for a lot of the powers and tech stuff for Mass 2. I kind of wanted to take an approach a little different than Mass 1 when it comes to the biotics specifically. I really looked at like what they were actually doing. Like, technically the biotics are elements that distort space, distort gravity, and whatnot. And the biotics in Mass 1 kind of had a more like noisy quality. I guess a good example would be some, a lot of them had like that really bursty kind of top end and whatnot. I wanted to kind of take an approach and make them a little bit more liquidy, like the space was warping and you were getting that kind of liquid, malleable kind of sense. So the focus was to kind of get like a more like kind of subdued mid-range and have a really nice kind of liquidy bottom end and smoother sound. So I made these with a lot of different methods: granular synthesis, chopping up raw samples into all sorts of mess. A throw-V effect. That one was interesting because it had a really obvious sense of like impact, but I didn't want to make it really like a generic big impact. It kind of goes in line with the whole, like, I just want to make it sound like it's affecting the environment, like around, you're influencing the environment rather than just throwing a ball of energy at somebody. So what I ended up doing was making a sound specifically for the large frame buffer that happened on the screen. Like there's like a big blur that happens across the screen when you cast it, and I wanted to make a sense of that's affecting the world. So it wasn't just a case of raw sound design, making the sound. It was a lot of using Wise, using our tools, to create a ducking system or a ducking event on it that basically low pass filtered everything else in the environment and dulled everything as it was being cast really quickly.
I've done a few of the bigger ones, like the Geth ship, which is the first time you get to be in like a Geth environment, which was pretty cool to do. Had to make it sound very weird. And then I'm working on the Collector ship as well, which is obviously pretty weird environment, pretty freaky, gross stuff going on in there.
Edie, get us out of here.
I am simultaneously fighting collective firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
Here they come again.
There's a mechanic where whenever you walk into the sunshine, basically it damages you. So we needed to have strong audio feedback for that to let the player know that that they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be in the sun, and make it sound cool at the same time, right?
I'm having serious issues with my shields.
Get the hell out of the sun!
The cool thing about Wise is that we can bring in a whole bunch of different weird sounds and then mix and match them together and layer them in the game to actually come up with a bunch of different stuff that's very memory efficient.
So basically, what we're doing for Mass 2 is we're trying to keep the sound of the guns from Mass 1 unique to, because it's unique to the IP and stuff. We have more power to actually improve the player's experience with the guns. So what this is we can break the gun down into smaller bits, have a 4.0 gun, which 4.0 means it comes out of 4 speakers. Also, we can break it up to frequencies like bass, mid, and highs. So we're taking the original guns and creating new ones and making them more sophisticated, which will in turn enhance the player's experience of the game. Makes it sound, more badass. This is our demo level. This is where we test everything. We can load up enemies, we can load up any gun you want, and we just go in and we can pretty much shoot stuff. To create the mini nuke, I use, actually it's pretty funny, I process some servo sounds for a build up through, and actually it's mostly a nail gun. pretty much. And then the shot of the explosion was I took an Apollo rocket, and what I did was I took it into a granular synth and broke it apart and then rebuilt it. So I can show you the nuke launcher here. Got some enemies there. So we're gonna basically disintegrate these guys.